Alright everybody, so for our first hidden feature, we're going to talk about audio settings. Yeah, a hidden feature that has something to do with just options. For some reason the developers decided that in order to unlock the ability to change these three audio types, background music, sound effects, and Pokemon cries, you actually had to talk to an NPC. So I'll show you guys where to find this NPC. It's going to be here in Motosoka. And if I say that wrong, sorry. Anyway, inside here, there's an NPC that'll give you an item called the headphones. And I gotta wait for it to load. And he's down over here. So if you go down this middle area of the city, he is right here. This fella. Wearing the snazzy top. If you talk to him, he has these high-tech earbuds that he gives you, and that's how you change the audio settings. So it takes a little while to get to this guy, but once you do, you'll have that feature unlocked permanently. Up next, I'm going to show you guys how to check your base stats and effort values of any of your Pokemon. And to do this, you don't need to unlock anything at all, just get your first Pokemon. And I know this for sure, because I just did it myself, and I'll show you guys how fun it was to figure that one out. After that intense right thumb strength training, I did determine that yes, this is by default. Everyone can get this right from the beginning. So I'll show you guys how it works. Check out your Pokemon, go to its summary, and press X when you get to its stats. And you can see two different shapes. So first there's this light yellow shape. And that is your base stats for your Pokemon. So something like a legendary, like here I got the two dogs. Their base stats are high, the shape is big. For other Pokemon, their base stats will be lower. That indicates just how much your Pokemon can grow, what stats it'll get once it gets to like level 100, that kind of stuff. And the second shape that's in the middle, that is your effort values. So it's by default going to be dark yellow and tiny. And it will grow as you train your Pokemon. Eventually it'll, whoops, wrong button, sorry. Eventually it will reach a light blue state, and that is when you've used up all your effort values. Your Pokemon stats can't go any higher than they already are. And also, as you can see, if it's shining, any of the stats are shining, that means they have maximum effort values put into it. So other Pokemon can still have their maximum effort values for a certain stat, but still have it be dark yellow, and that means I can still get effort values for other stats if I want to have them higher for like attack or whatever else. So that's how that works. It's there by default. All you gotta do is just press X, and it's great if if you're just encountering a brand new Pokemon and you want to know, hey, is this gonna be good or is it have trash stats or whatever? You can see that really easily. You just gotta press X. So that's a really good feature, and it's there. They just for some reason didn't tell you, but it's really easy. So there you go. Okay, and for my third and final hidden feature, I'm going to possibly spoil the game for people. So if you haven't beaten the game and you don't want anything spoiled at all, stop watching all the way till the end, because that's what I'm going to be talking about for the rest of this video. So just FYI, you have to beat the game to unlock this feature. So I'll give you guys a second, leave if you want to. For those who stay, here you go. So this feature is checking initial values for Pokemon to see what their stats are from the beginning. They used to be unchangeable, but now you can hyper train them to increase them. But it's still important to know your initial values just so you know what kind of Pokemon you want to train, especially once you get into competitive. So anyway, with that out of the way, to unlock this feature, you have to go to the battle tower after you have defeated the champion. So what used to be that weird evil tower has been transformed by the champion. So now, when you go in here, there's a whole bunch of new stuff that's unlocked, but the one I'm going to focus on is the the IV checker. And for that, you have to actually go in and defeat the first 2 trainers at some point or another. Just gotta defeat 2 of them, and you will go into the next tier. I think it's called the Great Ball tier or Pokeball tier. I don't even know. I already done it, but it's not super difficult. You do have to make some kind of a team that can win against these. They're definitely not easy like the other trainer battles, but once you do that, this lady will talk to you once you exit, and she will give you the IV checker. And once you have that, what you do is go to your boxes and hover over a Pokemon you want to see its IV stats, and you press the plus sign once. Then you can see, so for this one I have the perfect IVs. Some will have not perfect or whatever, but you can go through and see your initial values. And that, I mean, depending on the Pokemon, that can raise your stats by like 50 points if it's max versus minimum. So it's important to know this. Yeah, so you can go through and see, you got some great Pokemon, or you hyper train them or whatever. You can determine if, you should just ignore them or train them or however you wish. Now, this isn't like absolutely necessary to just play the game, but if you want to be competitive, it's important to know where you find this IV checker. So there you go. That's the last feature. So there you have it, guys. That's those 3 features I wanted to talk to you about. They're all either weirdly hidden or just not obvious as to how to actually activate them. So I just figured if I was to know this information when I first started playing, it would be helpful. So I wanted to make a video and have you guys have that same chance to learn these features. And let me know if there's any others out there that I'm missing, because who knows, maybe there's others that are super hidden and I just never came across them. And anyway, thank you for watching to the end, and I'll be making more Pokemon content because I'm super hyped into this stuff at the moment. So if you like this, there's going to be more coming shortly. So that's it from me. I'm Mulgareth. See you guys.